Caitlin Clark continues to pull out receipts and humiliate the reporters who doubted her.
It wasn't that anybody didn't think she was going to be successful or not play. It was just that we felt that other players in the W deserve shine as well.
Caitlin Clark has had a target on her back from the moment she stepped foot on the WNBA court. Everyone has basically stamped Caitlin to be the next one up, the face of the WNBA, the one who will take the league to another level. And unsurprisingly, she has lived up to all expectations and even surpassed them. However, what has been surprising is the amount of hate she has had to deal with off the court. It's one thing to have other active players try to get the best of her, as that's simply what you'd expect from elite athletes, but it's another to have media members try to pray for her downfall. Perhaps they think that if Caitlin played poorly, that would be good for views. Unfortunately for these reporters, Caitlin has continued to take her game to the next level, making them look foolish for ever doubting her. By the end of this video, you'll see how Caitlin humiliated an ESPN reporter for telling silly lies. We know what you're thinking. If someone has been telling lies about Caitlin, that person must be Sheryl Swoopes. Fortunately for her, this video is about a different hater, Molly Qerim. Molly's hate has been selective, but fans were quick to point out how her words have come back to bite her. This all started back when the USA Olympic team roster was announced, and Caitlin Clark was the glaring snub. Caitlin being left off of the women's basketball Olympic team confused the entire basketball world. Michael Jordan and the Dream Team famously used the Olympics to make basketball a global game, and many believe that the women's organization is messing up by not including the face of women's basketball. Coach Reeves said that the decision to leave her off of the team was rather contentious, but it ultimately came down to experience and standard procedure. Caitlin wasn't at training camp because she was playing March Madness and didn't play particularly well during the first few weeks of the WNBA season. Rookies rarely make the team even when they do participate in all of the pre-selection process. One person who outright agreed with Coach Reeves' decision to leave Caitlin off the team was Molly Qerim. In fact, she declared in June it would hurt the game if WNBA rookie Clark had been selected for the Paris Olympics.
Stephen A., I could actually argue that it hurts the game more if they had given her a roster spot over someone more deserving.
So go ahead and argue.
That's exactly what I'm saying, because I think it makes a mockery of the women's game. If the focus on, now we just have to have people because of marketing and their attention, and they're not as talented, and we're not putting the best team out there.
It's actually absurd to question Caitlin Clark's talent. It's fair to say that she hadn't earned her stripes yet, or wasn't present for the training camp. Those are valid reasons for not including her on the team. But saying that if you had included Caitlin on Team USA, it would have resulted in the mockery of the game because she wasn't talented enough to be on the squad is plain stupid. Caitlin Clark is putting together the greatest rookie season in WNBA history. In her debut season as a professional, Caitlin has posted 19.5 points per game, 8.4 assists per game, and 5.7 rebounds per game, and has transformed the Fever from one of the worst teams in the league to playoff contenders. Some even have faith that they will make a deep run.
Now, with her 35 points, Caitlin Clark broke Simone Augustus' rookie scoring record on a night where the Fever scored 110 points in their win, which ties a franchise record. And Indy has now won 20 games, their most in a season since 2015. With one more win, though, they would have their most since 2012.
Caitlin finished the regular season with a stunning 321 assists, surpassing Alyssa Thomas to become the league's assist leader. The achievement silenced any skepticism, with Clark showing that her talent is as undeniable as it is remarkable. Her performance marked another historic milestone in her budding career, proving once again that no lights are too bright for her. Her record-setting performance follows an earlier achievement when she notched 19 assists in a single game against the Dallas Wings back in July.
But all I was hearing was, it's going to be an adjustment for Caitlin Clark. She's going to have to get used to the physicality. People are going to be going at her. And they tried it, and it didn't work. Here she is right now breaking all kind of records. Here she is right now leading her team into the postseason.
After averaging 24.0 points, 8.5 assists, and 5.2 rebounds per game in August, Caitlin was named the Rookie of the Month for the third time and August's Eastern Conference Player of the Month. With this honor, Clark became the first rookie in WNBA history to earn the Player of the Month award. On September 4th, the Fever beat the Los Angeles in a 93-86 win, with Clark posting 24 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists, marking her second career triple-double. During this game, she registered her 100th three-pointer made, making her the first to achieve in a rookie season and the fastest player in WNBA history to do so. It took her just 34 games. It was also Clark's third straight game with at least 20 points and 10 assists, equaling Courtney Vandersloot's streak from 2017 as the longest in WNBA history. And it's not like her record-breaking play is new. She had been doing it from the moment she stepped foot in the WNBA. So, Molly can't even feign ignorance on the matter.
They turned it around. They've won 7 of their 8 since. They clinched a playoff berth for the first time since 2016, which, by the way, was the last year of Hall of Famer and franchise icon Tamika Catching's career. So Caitlin, she continues to make history. She's the first rookie to win WNBA Player of the Month since the award's inception.
Along with the record for the most consecutive point-assist double-doubles in a rookie season, the most double-doubles by a rookie guard, the first rookie to record a triple-double, the single-game leader in three-point field goals made by a rookie, and she is the youngest player to record a double-double with points and assists in back-to-back games. Those are just some of her accomplishments. She has also had some unbelievable moments this season.
So Caitlin Clark finished with that triple-double. She just continues her superstar trajectory. She's the only rookie in WNBA history with a triple-double and now has 2 in her debut campaign. 2024 is the 25th season for the Fever in the W, and Clark is the only player in franchise history to ever get a triple-double.
Wonder what Molly was thinking as she watched Caitlin rewrite WNBA history. Wait, we don't have to wonder because she tried her best to weasel out of her previous comments. But the fans and her co-hosts weren't having it.
By the way, it wasn't that anybody didn't think she was going to be successful or not play. It was just that we felt the other players in the W deserve shine as well.
Molly, I said...
Really, Molly? Wow.
They jumped on us. They jumped on us, Molly. They jumped on us as a show. They jumped on us as a show when we talk about it.
Backtracking on your comments doesn't work anymore. Everyone is ready to pull out the receipts. Molly did question Caitlin's talent and tried to argue that she wasn't good enough to be on Team USA. But now, not only had Caitlin put together one of the greatest rookie seasons of all time, but she has also climbed up the MVP ladder. Caitlin is clearly one of the most talented and valuable players in the league.
But since about the end of June, she's been playing like a top 5 player in the league. She's been regularly dishing out double-digit assists in that time frame. Teams can no longer blitz her and trap her. The game has slowed down for her.
It's true that there are plenty of incredible players in the WNBA, but there is no reason to deny Caitlin Clark's greatness in order to shine a light on other players. That is just unfair to Caitlin.
She just had her second triple-double, but don't sleep on her double-doubles. She has had 7 games with 20 points and 10 dimes. That's the 3rd most in league history. The Fever are not a matchup that anybody wants to play right now.
Caitlin must be used to the hate by now. There have been a few instances where opposing players have hit her with dirty shots that should have resulted in ejections but weren't. Not to mention the overly physical defense that is constantly played on her. The type of defense that wouldn't be tolerated against any other player, but for some reason, against Caitlin, it's fair game. However, when you're a superstar, you have to do more than win games. You have to generate views. That's part of the deal. And well, in that sense, she has exceeded expectations. Not only has she been rewriting history on the court, but she is changing the way the organization does business. Over and over again, Caitlin has smashed viewership records and has brought an entire new generation of fandom to the WNBA. Wonder if that would have been useful internationally. We'll never know now because of the boneheaded idea of leaving her off the team, which Molly agreed with. Simply unbelievable. And the crazy thing is that not only has she lived up to every expectation, but has surpassed them all.
If I had to evaluate her season right now and give a fair evaluation, I would say she has lived up to expectations, right? I'm looking at her the way I look at LeBron James, right? For us, just in the women's side of things, and the height that she had, the expectations she had to live up to.
It was never a doubt that Caitlin would eventually become an elite player. But what's surprising is how quickly she has done it. In fact, the in-season adjustments she has made really set her apart from her peers and show off her incredible basketball IQ. Caitlin's playmaking has elevated her Fever teammates, and the entire organization as a whole. The Fever are primed to make a deep playoff run and have established a foundation to be a title threat for years to come.